In this video, we're going to take a look at common multiples. So basically, a multiple is the answer you get when you multiply one number by another number. So for example, in our multiplication chart, this space inside here are all the numbers inside the box. These are all multiples of the numbers that are located outside here. So as you look at the multiplication chart and look at the multiples, so for example, we're going to take a look at 2. And we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and so on. And then we also can look at 5. So you've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and so on. We're basically counting by that number. So let's look at the multiples of 8. So here I have 8. And here are my multiples of 8. And again, I just want to go to ones that are less than or equal to 100. So here is my list for 8. And then I'm going to do the same thing for 12, which is right here. And so my multiples are right here for 12. And again, I want less than or equal to 100. And so that gives me this list. I'm going to take these two lists and I'm going to look for what are called common multiples. So I want to look for multiples that are the same. And so when I look for multiples of 8 and 12, I see they have 24 in common. I see that they have 48 in common. I see that they have 72 in common, and I see that they have 96 in common. So now we are going to look for the least common multiple, or the LCM, which is the smallest multiple that they have in common. And again, we're looking for the smallest multiple. So in this case, 24 is that smallest multiple that they have in common. And so we would say the LCM, or least common multiple, for 8 and 12 is 24. Let's list the first 10 multiples of 6, and we'll list the first 10 multiples of 10. So again, we're going to circle the multiples that they have in common. And when we do that, it looks like we have 30 in common. It also looks like we have 60 in common. So now I'm going to make a triangle over the the smallest multiple they have in common, which would be 30. So the least common multiple for 6 and 10 would be 30. Now let's do the same thing with 4 and 3. So my list of 4s would be there, and my list of 3s would be here. So as we take a look, we've got 12. We have 24. And that looks to be it in this list. And so then we'll make our triangle over our smallest common multiple, which would be 12. And so the least common multiple for 4 and 3 would be 12.